Hey everyone, I'm Troy Boucher and I am that camera guy. Today is just a quick introduction. So I'll start out, mostly I shoot cars and weddings. My girlfriend and I shoot weddings together and families together, and then I just do a lot of cars and sports on my own. I've been shooting for about 15, 16 years now. Dabbled in a little bit of everything: film, digital, sales, editing, studio, on and on and on and on and on. So now I've decided all I want to do for myself is the weddings and cars and sports. It's really cool, and studio work is kind of fun too. So let's get into my bag here. Enough about me. I can ramble on about myself forever, but I'd rather not. This is it. Start with camera body. This here is Canon 6D Mark I original. Have two of them. For weddings, it's great to have the exact same camera. Two of the exact same camera. All the file sizes match, all the colors match. You don't really have to worry about too much other than making sure your shooting styles are good together. So that's great. All right, so yeah, that is the Canon 6D. It is a great workhorse of a camera. Absolutely love it. I would recommend it for anyone looking for a cheap full frame, because the prices on these are just ridiculous right now. I'll put a little price somewhere, see what they're on eBay. So I'll put that back. Next, let's go, here we go. This here, Canon 17-40 f4 L series. It is my oldest lens. It's great. It's crazy sharp all the time. It's really small. It's really light. I love it. It's gone everywhere with me, from canoeing trips and out into snowbanks and camping trips and like everything. It's just a really versatile workhorse of a lens. Throw a good filter on it. It's weather sealed. The autofocus has always done great for me. Colors are great for landscape photos. 17 mil for weddings. Hello, that's awesome. Great for receptions and getting ready stuff. Speaking of weddings, put that one back. Take out this one. This is one of the newer ones. This is our Tamron 35 mil 1.8 VC. VC-IS, stabilized. It's great, it's fast, nice and wide, love it. This is our wedding workhorse. This and the 70-200, which I'll be getting to, are the only lenses we use for our weddings pretty much. We can get everything we need to with it, and then every once in a while we'll kind of switch it up for a bit, but this pretty much stays on one of the 6Ds at all times. It's awesome. It's a fraction of the cost of Canon L series. It is cheaper than the Sigma Art series, and we've never had focusing issues. It's always sharp, and it's stabilized. So who cares if it's not a 1.4? Great lens. Highly recommend it. Next up is the newest addition. We have the Tamron 70-200 2.8 IS. This thing's awesome. Again, another Tamron lens, but I've never had any issue with off-brand lenses. They're much cheaper, and the build quality is insane. These manufacturers have had to step up their game. Like, if all they're making are lenses, they need to compete with the on-brands, Canons, Nikons, Sonys, all the others that I missed. They need to compete to actually stay relevant. So this 70-200 and that 35 are insanely sharp. The focus is crazy fast. I love the stabilizer. I can shoot down to 1/60th, 1/25th, and still get usable shots. So this guy here, the 70-200 2.8 is awesome. And of course, mounted on our second 6D, the bungee strap, because these aren't light. Come with a lens hood just like any other telephoto. It's great. One thing people do notice is the zoom ring is backwards. It's different from the Canon, but it's something you get used to really, really quick. It's minimal, very minimal. Next, let's do lighting. In this bag here, all I have are 2 speed lights, but that's all I need for this one. If I want to bring out the rest of my lighting stuff, I have a different bag for that. But I have speed lights upon speed lights upon speed lights. There's just, you can never have too many. These ones are my favorite right now. The Godox V860s. They're awesome. Super portable, lithium battery. Great for weddings. And yeah, they communicate wirelessly with the TTL receiver. Everything I can control right from my camera. Don't have to worry about it. ETTL or manual override, which is great. And so I got a couple of those V860s and another receiver just for my other flashes. I do have an old Sunpack 120J. If you know what that is, you know how awesome they are. They were amazing in their day. It's like a portable studio speed light. It's great. It's bare bulb, takes a ton of power, but keeps up with 8 frames a second. Really high power. I used it a lot back when I was shooting a lot of skateboarding. Really good for the high sync speeds. So that's what I use that guy for. Lighting accessories. The MagMod stuff is awesome. Super easy, super convenient. This is the gel holder and the grid and just the gels and the attachment there. These things are awesome. You can make all sorts of DIY flash modifiers, tinfoil and cardboard. You can make anything. But once you figure out what you like using, you can get something a little more serious. Next, every photographer's favorite friend here, best friend, filters! Filters, and lots of filters. Polarizers of different sizes, NDs, gradual NDs, variable NDs. This crazy setup I was using for long exposures. It's a variable ND and a polarizer. I was using it on my film setup. That's a whole different video. We'll get to that. Not sure how it worked out, but we'll see. Love my filters. Filters can make real filters. None of that Instagram crap. Real filters. All right. Memory cards. This thing's right full. Plenty of 64s in here. I've always been a fan of Lexar cards. I don't know. 64 gigs, nice and quick. And they're reliable. Haven't had any issues with them. Next, last but not least, batteries. You can never have enough batteries. Camera comes with 1 battery. It's never enough. So most people get another battery and another battery. But then it gets a little out of hand, and you get another battery and 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 like a few more. Like, you can never have too many of these. They're awesome, fairly low cost, and they don't take up a lot of space in your bag, and they're essential. You have to have batteries. I find, especially on weddings, it's really good to have that many batteries because you never have to worry about charging or anything like that. But if you do, always, always, always have your charger. Don't leave home without it. Your actual charger or a USB charger and a power bank. Mine are over there. And I have a couple other chargers. You can have more than one. It's actually good to have more than one. So next up. All right, yeah. So that's my tripod, 055 Manfrotto. Big and bulky, super tight ball head. It's great. This thing's awesome. Like most decent tripods, you have the legs that extend out. Get really low with this thing, and yeah, it's super sturdy. I don't know if you can tell, but like, it's got some weight to it. Yeah, I don't mind a little bit of weight in my gear. So next, let's go through the front of the bag. Front of the bag. You hear that crinkling, don't you? Yeah. Snacks. Always gotta have snacks. Snacks. What are these? Bear Paws. Rated my kids' school snacks again, so that's all right. It's just handy to have snacks. Who doesn't like snacks? Especially on wedding days, like you're going and you're going and you're going and you want something to eat in between. So like granola bars, energy bites, protein bars, they're all really good to carry with you, and water. Water. You always want lots of water. Especially in the summer. It gets insane and you never have enough time. So water and snacks. Let me just toss those there for now. Next up, motivation. My girlfriend and my daughter. Yeah, sometimes those wedding days get really long and difficult, and you gotta kind of remind yourself that like it's worth it. Like this is a lot of work, and it's not just pushing a button, but it's worth it. Like this is a passion of mine. I love doing it, and I can help provide for my family. So I love it. It's great. Gotta keep that handy. Next is a bunch of just trinkets. In these pouches here, flash stand for my speed lights. Again, multiple flash stands. Sharpie, just because. What else? Clips. You never know when you might need to clip something. And to go along with the clips, I have different bungee cords and zip ties and tape, gaffer's tape. Never leave home without gaff tape. Gaff tape is awesome. It just doesn't leave any sticky residue. You can tape most things together if something happens. And it's just really handy and it's really cheap. Get yourself some gaff tape. You'll want it. Another flash accessory. My offshoot cord. Super handy if I don't want to shoot wireless. It's pretty self-explanatory. This end goes on the camera. Looks familiar. This end attaches to the flash. And just do your thing. Super handy. Still communicates everything with the camera. Just a low-tech way. And last but not least, film. I have film in pretty much every one of my camera bags. Out of my 27 cameras that I have, only these two are digital. I have a bit of a problem. Maybe a little bit. My name is Troy, and I have a problem. I collect cameras. Anyway, enough of that. Film. Always have film with me. This is Fuji Press 400. I love Fuji. Everyone screams about Kodak, but something about Fuji just has like a cool summer vibe to it. Love my Fuji. Don't get me wrong, Kodak is amazing. And so is Ilford and all of those new fancy films that are coming out these days. But we're not talking about that right now. Okay, so that's my bag. It's pretty full, as you can see. Like there's lots of stuff in there, but it's a big backpack. I can just pick it up, take it wherever I need to go, throw it in my trunk, and everything is in there. It's kind of heavy. a little bit. I don't do a lot of hiking. It's great. Everything fits in there. If I need to bring extra stuff, I just grab another bag, pack it full of lighting gear. I got all my tripods, light stands, everything else just kind of lives in my trunk. So it's super easy to grab it and go. That's it for this video. Hope I covered everything. I don't know, covered the important things, that's for sure. I guess my computer back there, that's a big part of taking photos now. Like, you need a workhorse of a computer. You gotta have the specs for it, because it's just, these files are insane now. That's a video for another day though. Won't bore you with that. Next time, I will be talking about my film gear, my favorite film cameras, my ridiculous collection. I think 27 cameras that I have. Only 2 are digital. Yeah, only 2 are digital. The rest are all film, and I use most of them. So that'll be another video. Thanks for watching this time, and let me know what you want me to cover. I'm gonna try to do everything from shooting techniques, editing techniques, film gear, newer gear, old reviews. I got a couple cameras that I need to fix, so I might do a couple time lapses of that, see how that goes. But we'll go from there. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you another time. Talk to you later.